Good morning, learners. This is Kumud Ranjan Jha, PGT Commerce, Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1, Air Force Station Hindon, Ghaziabad, Agra region. Today we will discuss chapter depreciation, that is chapter 7 of the class 11th accountancy. And in my first video, I am going to discuss about the introduction to depreciation. It's a very short video for the intro. Let's start with the meaning. Learning objective of the chapters. Explain the meaning of depreciation and distinguish it from amortization and depletion. State the need for charging depreciation and identify its causes. भाई क्यों charge करना हमें? Compute depreciation using a straight line method and written down value method. There are two methods in your syllabus. Record transactions relating to depreciation and disposition. It is also known as disposal of asset. Explain the meaning. Talk about the meaning of the depreciation. The term depreciation means decline in the value of fixed assets due to use, passage of time, or obsolescence. In other words, if a business enterprise procures a machine and use it in production process, then the value of machine decline with its uses. As you can see in the picture, it implies that fixed assets are subject to decline in the value of the assets. This decline is technically referred to the depreciation. Suppose we have a business firm and we have installed a machinery of rupees 1 lakh. हमने 1 lakh की एक machinery installed की. After usage, after 1 year, after 2 year, क्या होगा? टाइम बीत जाएगा, पैसेज ऑफ टाइम, एब्सोलेंस, हो सकता है टेक्नोलॉजी हो जाए, कुछ नई अपग्रेडेड आ जाए और हमारी मशीन पुरानी हो जाए. इन सभी वजह से इनकी वैल्यू में डिक्लाइन होगा. यदि मैं आफ्टर 2 ईयर अपनी इस मशीन को बेचने जाऊं, nobody going to buy it with the amount of rupees 1 lakh. We will get definitely less amount. That is the decline, and decline in the value of fixed assets, technically known as depreciation. Now the depreciation given by the Chartered Accountant of India, ICAI, and it's recorded in Accounting Standard 6. Accounting Standard 6 is meant for the depreciation. 6 is meant for the AS6. Right? There are so many AS. Measures of the wearing out, consumption, or other loss of the value of depreciable asset arising from use, affliction of time, or obsolescence through technology and market. Change depreciation is allocated so as to charge fair production of depreciable amount in each accounting period during the expected useful life of the asset. Depreciation includes amortization of assets whose useful life predetermined. There is a new word, that is amortization. Okay, that's similar to the depreciation but used in for the different assets. Now the feature of depreciation. What are the features? It is decline in the value of fixed assets, means depreciation is always used for the fixed assets. It includes loss of value due to affliction of time, uses, or obsolescence. कुछ भी वजह हो सकती है वैल्यू में डिक्रीज की. For example, a business firm buys a machine for rupees 1 lakh on April 1st, 2000. In the year 2002, a new version of the machine arrives. अब मार्केट में 2002 में 2 साल बाद एक नई मशीनरी आ गई in the market. As a result, the machine bought by the business firm become outdated और जो मशीन खरीदी थी बिजनेस ने वो आउटडेटेड हो गई। द रिजल्टेंट डिक्लाइन इन द वैल्यू ऑफ ओल्ड मशीन इज कॉज्ड बाय ऑब्सोलेसेंस। और क्या हुआ, ये मशीन अब यूजलेस हो गई, ऑब्सोलेट हो गई, अब इसकी वैल्यू कम हो गई। इट इज़ अ कंटिन्यूस प्रोसेस, ये ऑलवेज क्या है, इट्स अ कंटिन्यूस प्रोसेस, नॉट अ रैंडम प्रोसेस। It is an expired cost and hence must be deducted before calculating taxable profit. For example, if profit before depreciation and tax is 50,000 and depreciation is 10,000, profit before tax will be profit before depreciation tax 50,000 less depreciation 10,000 and before tax 40,000। मीन्स आपकी कोई भी प्रॉफिट है, सपोज मैंने 40 नहीं 30,000 लिया और डेप्रिशिएशन हमने एज्यूम किया कि 1 ईयर 5,000 का है, तो वी हैव टू डिडक्ट इट 5,000 ऑन द 30,000 एंड 50,000 विल बी द अवेलेबल प्रॉफिट फॉर द ऑनर। ऑनर के पास ये 25,000 रुपीज अवेलेबल है। And it's very interesting, depreciation and other similar terms. They are similar terms, depletion and amortization. Depletion is basically used for the natural resources and amortization is used for the intangible assets. The term depletion is used in the context of extraction of natural resources like mines, quarries, etc. oil fields भी आप कह सकते हैं, that reduce the availability of the quantity of the material or assets. सपोज हमारा कोल माइंस है और हम उससे एक्सट्रैक्शन कर रहे हैं, तो आफ्टर फ्यू ईयर व्हाट वी सी द लेवल ऑफ कोल विल रिड्यूस, जो कोयले का लेवल है वो कम हो जाएगा। सेम विद द ऑयल फील्ड्स में भी यही है, एक्सट्रैक्शन कर रहे हैं, ऑयल निकाल रहे हैं, तो उससे ऑयल फील्ड में क्या है, ऑयल की क्वांटिटी कम हो जाएगी। तो जो नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज की डिक्लाइन इन द वैल्यू होती है दैट इज नोन एज डिप्लीशन। नाउ कम ऑन द amortization. Amortization refers to the writing of the cost of intangible assets like patents, copyrights, trademarks, franchisee, leasehold mines, which have entitlement to use for a specific period. इनकी लीज होल्ड होती है, इनकी लाइसेंसिंग होती है 5 years 10 years, ओके, कि इतने ईयर ये आपके ऑनरशिप में रहेगा, फिर ये चेंज होते रहता है। हो सकता है चेंज ना भी हो, फिर सेम पर्सन को मिले, बट बिडिंग टेंडर डिफरेंट ईयर्स पे होती है। द प्रोसीजर फॉर amortization or periodic write-off of proportion of the cost intangible assets is the same as that depreciation of fixed asset. मीन्स amortization यूज होता है किसके लिए, intangible assets के। तो what we learn, depletion for natural resources, depletion for natural resources, amortization for intangible assets, and depreciation is used for fixed assets. Now, causes of depreciation. Wear and tear, to use or passage of time, expiration of legal rights, obsolescence, technological charges, these are the basic reason for the depreciation. Improvement in production method. अब कोई मशीनरी पहले थी, उसका इम्प्रूवमेंट मेथड थोड़ा लेंदी था, कॉम्प्लेक्स था, द न्यू मशीन हैज़ इट्स न्यू फीचर्स, न्यू एडवांटेजेस, न्यू वे। हाँ, तो क्या हुआ, इस चेंज की वजह से, प्रोडक्शन मेथड में चेंज की वजह से डेप्रिशिएट हो गई पहली वाली मशीन। चेंज इन मार्केट डिमांड फॉर द प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस आउटपुट ऑफ द एसेट्स, मे बी द एसेट इज नॉट सो मच डिमांडेड इन द मार्केट। हो सकता है एसेट्स में अब ऐसी बात नहीं रही कि मार्केट में बहुत डिमांड हो, जैसे प्लाज्मा टीवी आया, एलईडी टीवी आया, तो अब वो बॉक्स वाला सीआरटी टीवी नोबडी इज गोइंग टू बाय इट, अब इसको कोई नहीं खरीदेंगे, ठीक है। देन लीगल और अदर डिस्क्रिप्शंस, लीगल राइट्स ख़त्म हो गई, जितने दिनों के लिए आपने लाइसेंस किया था, लीज होल्ड किया था. एंड द एबनॉर्मल फैक्टर्स वी नो इट्स नॉट इन आवर कंट्रोल, इट्स रिलेटेड विद द risk factor. Now the need for providing depreciation. Why depreciation is needed? First of all, need for providing depreciation is consideration of tax. Tax law says that a definite amount of depreciation must be deducted before computing the taxable income. Okay? Depreciation is a deductible cost for tax purpose. However, tax rules for the calculation of depreciation amount need not necessarily be similar to current business practices. Then, true and fair financial position. If depreciation on assets is not provided for, then the asset will be overvalued and the balance sheet will not depict the correct financial position of the business. Also, this is not permitted either by established accounting practices or by specific provisions of law. यदि कोई मशीनरी हमने 10,000 में ली है तो यह ज़रूरी नहीं कि अगले नेक्स्ट ईयर, नेक्स्ट टू नेक्स्ट ईयर और लॉन्ग 3 years ये 10,000 की हो. इसकी वैल्यू डिक्रीज होती है, ये फिक्स है, ये बात बिल्कुल फैक्ट है. बट हम 10,000 पे अभी भी अपनी एसेट यदि दिखा रहे हैं तो वी आर डूइंग द चीटिंग विद द यूजर्स. Either it is external user or the internal user of the accounting information. Now the compliance with the law. Compliance with the law. Apart from tax regulations, there are certain specific legislation that indirectly compel some business organization like corporate enterprises to provide depreciation on fixed assets. This is a compliance by the law, and the matching concept is very important things for the need for providing depreciation. The rationale of the acquisition of fixed assets is business operation is that there are use in the earning of revenue. Every asset is bound to undergo some wear and tear and hence loss value once it is put to use in business. Therefore, depreciation is as much the cost as any other expenses incurred in the normal course of business like salary, carriage, postage and stationery, etc. It is a charge against the revenue of the corresponding period. It's the corresponding period and must be deducted before arriving at net profit according to generally accepted accounting principle. So these are the needs: consideration of tax, matching of cost and revenue, true and fair position of the business, compilation with the law. Now the factor affecting. What are the factors which affect the amount of depreciation? Factor affecting the amount of depreciation. ऐसे कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं जिससे चेंज आ जाता है? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल depreciable cost. Depreciable cost of an asset is equal to its cost as calculated by the assumption. Depreciable cost of matching is, suppose the useful life of assets is 10 years and the value of assets is 10,000, then for 1 year the depreciable cost will be 1,000. Very simple. Then the cost of the assets. Cost, also known as original cost of historical cost of an asset, involve price and other costs which are necessary to put the asset in use or working condition. Installation cost, हमने मशीनरी लाई खरीद के उसे इंस्टॉल करना पड़ा, हमने बिल्डिंग खरीदा, उसके रिगार्डिंग हमें वेजेस देने पड़े. बिसाइड्स द परचेज प्राइस, मतलब परचेज प्राइस कुछ भी हो अदर देन जो इंस्टॉलेशन का एक्सपेंस आएगा उसको भी जोड़ के जो आएगा कॉस्ट, वो होता है कॉस्ट ऑफ द एसेट्स. ओके, एंड द एस्टिमेटेड यूजफुल लाइफ. नेट estimated useful life of the assets. Useful life of an asset is the estimated economic or commercial life of the asset. Physical life is not important for this purpose because an asset may still exist physically but may not be capable for commercially viable production. ठीक है? For example, a machine is purchased and it's estimated that can be used in production process 5 years. After 5 years, the machine may still be in good physical condition but cannot be used for the production profitability. That is, it's still used, the cost of production may be very high. ओके क्योंकि पुरानी मशीन है, अब उसमें ज़्यादा मेंटेनेंस चाहिए, मशीन तो पुरानी हो गई, अब मेंटेनेंस चाहिए तो कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन क्या हो जाएगी, हाई हो जाएगी, यूजफुल लाइफ उसकी क्या हो गई, अब कम हो गई. एंड लास्ट, एस्टिमेटेड नेट रेसिडुअल वैल्यू. रेसिडुअल इज रिलेटेड विद द स्क्रैप वैल्यू. स्क्रैप समझते हैं, कबाड़. नेट रेसिडुअल वैल्यू ऑल्सो known as scrap value or salvage value for accounting purpose is the estimated net realizable value, sale value of asset at the end of the useful life. यदि कोई एसेट पुरानी होती है उसके बाद जो उसका रिटर्न हमें मिलता है कबाड़ से, दैट इज नोन एज द रेसिडुअल वैल्यू. इस पर भी डिपेंड करता है डेप्रिसिएशन, क्योंकि इसको लेस करके ही हम डेप्रिसिएशन निकालेंगे. लेट्स चेक द नॉलेज. देखते हैं हमने कितना सीखा. हाउ मच वी हैव लर्न. स्टेट वेदर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट आर ट्रू और फॉल्स. डेप्रिसिएशन इज अ नॉन कैश एक्सपेंसेस. Yes, it's true. Depreciation is a non-cash expenses. Depreciation is also charged on current assets. No, depreciation is not charged on current assets. Depreciation is also charged on current assets. No. Depreciation is decline in the value of tangible fixed asset. Yes, exactly. Sure. The main causes of depreciation is wear and tear caused by its uses. Yes. Depreciation must be charged so as to ascertain true profit or loss of the business. Yes, 100% correct. True. Depletion term is used in case of intangible assets. Yes, correct. Depletion is used for tangible assets. और मैंने correct कहा? No, it's not correct. Depletion term is used for the natural resources. Okay, intangible assets के लिए amortisation use होता है. Okay learners, bye for tomorrow. Take care of yourself.